Alright, I'm just double checking anybody that's online.
Okay, so here we go. We should be live here now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be getting ready to go for a broadcast here at Talladega Superspeedway. So we're basically just waiting for guys to get their trucks in order, but we already know that Sky Hot Wheels is gonna be starting on the
Alright.
pole position here tonight
Okay, guys. Are you all ready?
as we get ready for the
Redneck,
250
what's wrong?
miles here.
Speak up. You were saying something about keep your mic muted or something.
There we go.
Okay.
So it looks like we got 15 drivers tonight going for the
Okay,
spots.
so
We will
I'm
have
starting the timer, guys.
Average Joe in the 88, Chevy in the 5, D-Prev in I don't remember what number he is.
Katsu.
Game Mastermind he'll be in the 6.
Josh.
Jinx, Josh,
Novice.
JP Big Dogs will be in
Jinx.
the 87. Kaysen in
D-Prev.
the 24. Katsu in the
Zodiac.
70. Keystone Guy in the number 13.
Chevy.
Lance Mutt in the number.
Average Joe.
I don't even know what
Guys,
number
really?
he's in either. Man, I'm
Kaysen.
really bad at these. I think he's in the
Lions.
might be in the number 4.
Redneck.
But yeah,
Sky.
we'll see though the numbers as soon as we hop in here for the
Okay.
race.
Yowzers. Lion just said he's starting last. Lions wants the forfeited position. We are not going out to start.
Okay, there we go. We should be.
So Demi Lovato will be doing national anthem.
And there we go. We should have an invite here now that they're
Redneck's doing command tonight.
Redneck. Okay, there we go.
Remember to include your audio. Alright, drivers. We are going to have a 94 lap race tonight. Remember, guys, pace speed will be 85 miles per hour. We will go around one lap following the leader and start on the backstretch.
Yeah, so a mini little driver's
After-
meeting, I guess, here.
After we go onto the backstretch, we will be doing our national anthem, our prayer, and our thing. If I could actually. Remember, 85. I'm starting 4th, so.
Yep, so they're just we're getting loaded in here for Talladega. Should be loading in fairly quick here as they are going to be
Oh, stop complaining.
ready to roll. Keystone Guy, the league owner, will be starting in the 4th position, one of his better starting positions of the year.
Wait. Son of a.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm going to have to.
Back out.
Oh,
I set up the lobby every week.
I don't know what happened, but they're backing out, and
I
was
waiting.
My Heat 4, so
You guys gotta.
I'm gonna quickly just mute my game audio so that I don't have the blaring music. Allowing custom setups, what? Wasn't aware of that, but I'm pretty sure they aren't actually, but so yeah, so I think they're all trying to get figured out where they're all starting out as we're getting this thing all started up. Sorry about the slight delay here, guys. We should be getting everything in order. Of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to just kind of type in chat, because chat's here for that. Okay. So we should be getting this thing all figured out nice, neat, and orderly. So yeah, we're just kind of getting in here. Sorry about it stalling out a little bit. So here we go. Loading in. Now we're loading in. We're going to be going for 93. Wait, it's either going to be a 93 or 92 lap race from the start of the green flag, because we aren't going to be going right on the initial start. Yep. Okay, there we go. At least we know I'm going to be suspended another few races. Okay. Sounds about right. And in case any of you guys are new here, that is a running joke where I get a penalty pretty much every single week we run. So, yeah, that's nothing to be worried about. Here we go. So right now we have got Keystone Guy, and I'm gonna go do a quick starting grid here. We got Keystone Guy. He will be starting fourth in that number 13 truck. Josh in the 04. We got Katsu in the 70. We've got Average Joe in the 88. We've got Zodiacskin in his first race in the series in the 62. Chevy will be driving this number 5 truck. D-Prev in the 39. Asen in the number 24. Sky Hot Wheels will be starting from the pole position. JP Big Dogs in his number 87 will be looking for his third race win of the season. We have got Game Mastermind, who will be looking to try and get some wins and start building up some some points and some playoff points as we start wrapping up the regular season here pretty soon. Novice Squid, another one of those guys looking to try and have a solid points day. We have Wild Redneck. He will be driving the 4, and he will also be our Grand Marshal for today's race. We have got Jinx in the number, I can't even read that number, 86. He has not participated most of the year, and I believe he will need to actually have a really solid performance from here on out to make it. We got the 29 of Lions, and he spins it out. It looks like Redneck also spun it around. The Lions in that green 29, and that will round out your field as we get ready for the invocation. And now on to the national anthem. I agree. That was an awesome command to get this one started here from Talladega Superspeedway. Here we go. Let's get on. I'm gonna get on board here with the pole sitter and probably will be race leader, but Novice Squid is actually on the outside of the front row. I didn't actually notice that during qualifying, but yeah, I know that these front four though were extremely close on lap times between the four of them, as we are getting ready to go racing here for what appears like it will be a 92 lap race. So, and the race will be broken down into 3 stages. The first and second stage will be roughly, I believe, 30 laps, and then the final stage will be a fair bit longer than those at about 45. Of course, rough estimations because the game does tick away laps on us at random spots when the game goes for it. But green flag is in the air, and we are racing here at Talladega Superspeedway. And it looks like Sky Hot Wheels is able to get out to the early lead, but the rest of the pack is coming on quick. So will he be able to hold on to that lead coming into turn 3 here? Of course, turn 3 usually a spot where some people would tend to struggle or have a slow up, but it looks like he will be able to hold it wide open through here, as this track is known for being one of these where it's a little bit wide open. And right now these front 3 at least are very much single file and committed to one another. Now, of course, early on in the race, you probably don't want to be too aggressive so that you don't have any issues early on in the race. Unlike what has happened already with the guy who, with the fourth place, with actually the entire outside lane pretty much has kind of just faded from the start of the race, as we have already seen the 13 and 90 and 28 trucks both absolutely fade and sink through the field. Yet we are starting to see a high lane develop, and as we saw on Monday in the Truck Series All-Star, in the truck portion of the All-Star event, we did see that there was the chance for an upper lane to form, and here we go. As we saw last time, the 87 was able to led that charge on the outside quite a bit. But Sky Hot Wheels did have an average finish of second in the two features, including a win in the Xfinity or in the National Series segment of the event, and a third place finish in a chaotic Truck Series All-Star race. So, I mean, that was an awesome set of racing, and we're expecting no less tonight, as we see 3 wide already, as one truck goes all the way up into the wall. I think that might have been Chevy, but it's hard to tell sometimes with some of these trucks. But of course, all these trucks trying to stand out here and make themselves noticeable. Oh, and we got a spin here in the back of the pack. It looks like, it looks like, actually, it might not have even been in the back of the pack. It looks like Jinx is collected in it. Lions avoided it. But that will put us under the first caution flag of the night, as it will be a game caution here. So, and let's see, I didn't actually see who else was involved. I thought I saw JP Big Dogs might have been. And it looks like, yeah, he might have been, because Novice Squid is your race leader from Josh, Wild Redneck, and Game Mastermind. Average Joe will fill out your top 5, as it looks like pretty much everybody is deciding to come in for at least some amount of fuel and probably some tires as well in there. And let's see, here we go. Chevy actually decided to stay out, and Chevy from towards the back to leading this one. He's putting a big bet on this race being run and having another driver, or having some other drivers willing to pit earlier with him. I know it'll only be about a lap or so earlier for that number 5, but it certainly is certainly going to be an interesting thing to see. Does he have anyone come and pit with him, as he is actually a little bit laggy there, it looks like, as the back end of that truck was swirling about. But of course we hope that doesn't cause any issues, as this is going to be as it looks like we are about to go side by side here, going into turn 1, or not turn 1, turn 3, sorry, I'm all backwards right now. Coming off of turn 4, they are racing it out, and it looks like Chevy gonna have a nose out there, but not really enough to say he's got the lead clear. But will he lead this lap at least? Oh, he's wiggles, but he will lead the lap. Okay. Doesn't really matter too much though. There isn't like a bonus point on the line for if you lead a lap, I don't think. But he has led a lap now, so it will not be all the laps led by the same driver, at least. We know that much. And oh, they are spinning down the backstretch. Looks like Katsu might have been one of the trucks involved, as others dive to avoid. Looks like Maverick might not Maverick, Keystone guy might have also been collected in the spin, as well as Jinx. And then another truck basically slams the brakes on. I don't know if that was because of the wreck and thought that they were coming to a caution flag, but I don't know what the plan is here. Let's see, it looks like they are going to stay on. Looks like they're going to throw the game yellow, but, or not the game yellow, the manual yellow, but definitely some interesting strategy here, and we're going to have to see what everybody does as we get ready to go here. Man, I'm on the edge of my seat just getting ready for this one. Man, let's just take a minute to breathe in and breathe out. So, we've had a very good race so far. I mean, we've seen no shortage of action and no shortage of wrecks. And allow me to correct myself. The stages are going to be roughly 20, 20, and then the rest of the lap. So we will see about a 54. We will see about a 54 lap sprint at the end. Of course, remember that this race didn't actually begin until the start of lap 3, so this will actually be closer to a 17 lap stage. And the next, as we see a split decision on pit road here, well, on whether they're coming to pit road or not, looks like most of the field stayed at, or most of the field went in, but a select few stayed out. And that is Average Joe, Lions, Redneck, Josh, and Game Mastermind that all stayed out. And as of right now, it looks like, Keystone will lose the race off pit road to, who is that? Man, sometimes I can't tell some of these paint schemes because they change them up at weird times. But that was the 62 that actually won the race off pit road there from Keystone guy there. So here we go. We got Keystone guy. He will be restarting on that fourth place on that inside line after the way that it all shakes out. So we will be restarting with about 7 laps to go in the stage, assuming they get packed together and are good on that inside. As here we go, we're getting ready for a good race here. Okay. And here we go. It looks like we're getting ready to go back green flag here as... Yep, here we go. Green flag is back in the air, and Lions really doesn't have a pusher right there to help. And that is exactly what the outside lane does not need. They don't need any commitment issues, because if with Lions not having that push right there ready to go as they came to the green flag, that is going to set him back, which is going to set that entire outside lane back and give a pretty good shot for the inside lane to try and get there, and actually allows the 4 to get, the 4 and the 04 make contact. But yeah, it looks like the 90, or not the 90, the 29, way out of control right now. And is that going to bring out the yellow flag is the question, I guess, because I don't know. I mean, we only have about 7 laps to go on the stage. Okay, so we just took 7 to go on the stage. But let's see. We got Sky Hot Wheels, your pole sitter, trying to make up some ground on the outside lane. We got the 28 at Novice Squid frantically trying to rush on up there. Play along. Of course, everybody's trying to rush up there because there's only a few more laps till the guaranteed yellow flag. So, I mean, they don't really have much to risk here. I mean, if they make a move and they lose out on some points, especially for some of the guys that are off in points, like JP Big Dogs or like some of these other guys. they can afford to do it. And it looks like Sky Hot Wheels has unfortunately already left the party, and that usually indicates that he is out of the race. I don't know that that's what is going to happen, but that is usually what happens is they will back out of the party as they lag out of the race in general. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, that run coming on the outside for Keystone guy leading the charge on the outside lane. He's really brought this one up. Sorry for the lack of commentary there for a second. I was slightly distracted because I was trying to check and see if Sky was going to post something about what happened. But yeah, as of right now, though, it looks like we are kind of in the dark for what happened. Right now, oh, and who is this? Why do they have people joining mid-race? Come on. That's probably because Sky's slot in the party opened up, so they end up not needing the or not filling up the spots. Right now, I mean, this front pack, though, they've kind of gotten kind of split up here with Average Joe leading the charge. And what looks like almost, I don't know if that's an official teammate there in the 04, but they are running a very similar, almost looks like they might have themed up that paint scheme along with the 39 there. I don't know if those guys are teammates exactly, but right now, oh, man, no, I think that's the that's not 90, it's, well, I don't know why I keep going to say 90, it's the 86 there, trying to make a charge. Don't even know who's in that truck, but yeah, it looks like, though, Sky Hot Wheels is out of the race. We just don't know exactly what caused it. It was just a, unfortunate timing, which we would hope that that is all it is, and that he wasn't, that no one basically dumped him and he got upset. But hey, that happens as well, so. It looks like they are under the caution. I believe that should be for the stage. I don't know if that was for the stage. Yes, that was for the stage. Stage winner was Joe. Was Average Joe there? So kind of an anticlimactic first stage, but it really, I mean, in the end, first stage probably not going to matter in the grand scheme of things for most of these guys. But as we build into this second stage and positioning yourself for that final stage. But here we go. As we get off this restart, it looks like Keystone and the number 88 are going to be drag racing into 3. That high line, we've seen it work before, but it just does not look organized enough, at least not from what I've seen. It does not look organized enough. I would not want to be the guy trying to get up there and trying to basically be the hero. So right now we've got ourselves, it looks like kind of an inside lane just kind of starting to form up once again here in the Misfitz Racing League. They have gotten another single file train around the bottom going for the second time tonight, as I think they will just be steadily moving their way up the, I think they're going to just steadily kind of advance their way up, rather than actually going for the battle for the lead 3 wide. I think a lot of these guys probably gonna play it a little bit smarter than that. Kind of take it slower and basically move their way up through the field very slowly, or not even like intentionally slowly, but just kind of pace themselves, not wreck the truck trying to make an aggressive move, and we'll try and be there at the end of the stage. Though it looks like Novice Squid's going to be trying to make that move, but just has no help and no one willing to go with him. But yeah, right now though, this inside train, I'll be honest, the inside train, it's kind of expected at Talladega, especially when you've got stage racing and the first 2 stages matter very little especially to some of these guys like JP Big Dog's running 3rd. I mean, he has no incentive to pull out and try and go for the pass and gain spots, because I mean, he's got nothing to really gain and everything to really, well, and not really everything, but just some track position to lose. And I think that track position at the end of the race to try and make the move for the win at the end of the 94 laps is going to be way more valuable than that one position here in the middle of the one extra point in the middle of the stage. right now, the Chevy's actually. Oh, and we got one truck spins it, two trucks around. Two trucks around from the middle of the field. That's the. Oh! Might have been tagged by Mastermind there in the 6. But yeah, that's D-Prev in the 39, and I think that was Maverick. Oh! What? What was that? Okay, that looked intentional. Just saying. That looked extremely intentional. I mean, I'm sure I'll give him benefit of the doubt, but that definitely did not look good. That did not look very good for him at all. As we get ready to go back for the restart, and it looks like Keystone Guy will be on the back row, but on the front row it's the 62 and of Zodiac Skin and Chevy in the 5. As someone appears to be lagging, it looks like just a little bit, as the trucks are trying to get, as these trucks are trying to get up to speed. But in the end, they are really, I mean, these trucks, they are so restricted right now that, I mean, they cannot seem to just get any ground. Right now they're 3 wide here, pretty high up in the pack. I stand corrected. I thought they weren't gonna do much of this until the final lap, but I think Game Mastermind. To be honest, I don't think they're making this that aggressive of a move. I just think that some of these guys up on the top side are some of the best plate racers out here. As opposed to the guys on the inside lane, which, I mean, Zodiac Skin, we haven't really seen much of. And the inside lane right now just kind of seems a little disorganized, as well, as they are kind of all trying to get up into that outside lane, or at least trying to side draft to take some of that energy away. But the 6 kind of dropped out of the high lane and was able to make the move to the inside and trying to get by JP, who he pushed all the way up here. So of course, you always want to help. You want to help the guy that can most help you. You don't really want to help someone if you can't benefit from it, but right now it looks like they kind of got. It looks like Game Mastermind really got shuffled out. Not exactly sure what happened, but oh yeah, he got majorly shuffled out. I mean, he's back here with Kaysen, but right now JP Big Dog's running the four-car mini train out in front of the field. Now, this is by no means the amount of train that's going to be like unbeatable in the late stages, but well, actually they're starting to build up a bit of a train. With I think that's 7 or 8 cars pretty committed in line there. But here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Yay. That was tight there on the number 13. The 13 just got really loose there. in the middle of it. Looked like he at least was pretty loose. I don't really know because I'm not crew chief informed today, but yeah, definitely looked like he was pretty loose, and I know he typically has a very good long run truck and car, so usually if he can make it through the early run, then he'll excel in the long run. But right now, this pack is definitely shaken up. I do not know what the points position looks like directly for Katsu, but Katsu seems to be driving like points matter quite a bit, and especially this playoff point as we just hit 4 laps to go this last time by. So 4 laps here at Talladega. Man, that could be a massive advantage or massive disadvantage if they're racing this aggressive now. But the best thing it means is that it's going to be fun from up here in the booth if they're racing this aggressive now. But yeah, those 3 pink and green trucks there look like they're kind of grouping up and working together as a team. So I believe that all but confirms that they are teammates. I still have not noticed for 100% sure if they were or not, but I think the fact that they're working together and they've all 3 got about the same paint scheme and they're drafting together pretty well kind of shows me that they've practiced and that they are teammates, but they've kind of gotten split up here as Maverick comes up the top side, but him and Katsu both kind of pulling line on the train here. But right now, Lyons running second here. I'm going to ride on board with the bumper cam here because I do not know what he's going to try and do, but let's just kind of see. It looks like he's kind of poking his nose out of line. Oh! Looks like he might have had a little bit of a lag issue there, or might have been pumping the brakes. Not really sure, but man, one of those pink and green trucks just slid down the track. Don't know if that was an intentional, just trying to get back with his teammate and try and group up for another group run. Now, it doesn't look like the third pink was involved in that conversation if there was a plan to kind of start dropping back. At least not obviously, because he didn't drop back with them. But, of course, that's never been an indicator for sure that something was going on. Or that something was or wasn't going on. Because here we go. They've both worked their way up to the outside, on the outside lane together, all the way up to pretty much that other pink and green truck. As is now average Joe in that third pink and green truck will at least peek to the outside to see if he can pick up his teammates. But as soon as he got blocked up there, he came back down to the inside to kind of just work the inside line. But here we go, final lap of the stage. Will anyone really make a move here for the stage win? I think if there is a... oh, there we go, Lyons. He's going to try it. Okay, So, JP is the defender, and oh, they're going to try and go 3 wide into turn 3. I was about to say 5, but they are definitely not 5 wide right now. But here we go, those pink and green trucks a little bit sideways as they get 3 wide here. Chevy shoves up the 87. And here we go, coming through the tri-oval, and Chevy is going to take the stage win by a nose. Keystone got 5th. Lyons got 4th. Katsu got all the way up in there into 3rd place on them. But man, Chevy with an awesome run there to win the stage as he is backed out of the party for some reason here. As he is back out here in the... So he just joined and left, so I don't know if that's any kind of thing to be concerned about for the rest of his race. I wouldn't assume it to be much of a concern, but then again, I've thought things were not much of a concern before, and they turned out to be pretty big problems, so. Let's at least see what's going on here. Green flag back out, and Keystone Guy restarts 4th. But here we go. Chevy is going to be your race leader coming into turn 1 on that inside lane, but he's got help from some of the faster guys. JP Big Dogs and that 04 both seem to be some very fast trucks here as they are starting to work their way into in here, and they're all starting to basically establish themselves now as, am I going to help you or am I going to help myself here early in this final stage? Basically, I feel like if you don't work with others, you're probably not going to have that help come to the end of the race. Although there's a big wreck in the middle to the back of the pack. Two trucks wrecked, and that is almost definitely going to be the game caution. But Chevy with an absolutely abysmal restart there. Dropped all the way. I mean, he lost a ton of spots there on that restart, and then continued to basically free fall. So it looks like they are under the manual caution, so we will have a little bit of an elongated break here. As it looks like, it just kind of looks like we're just going to be running, just some average laps here as we get ready for the final stage. As we get ready for the next restart, which might be the final restart. Potentially, we don't necessarily know. And it looks like the 6 has also left the party. Don't know if they might be having party connection issues, as I see some that's the second guy to leave and rejoin, it appears. Especially after some guys have already had party issues. You kind of wonder, or after some guys have had connection issues, you kind of wonder if there is a party issue going on as Game Mastermind continues to leave and join the party. Probably trying to get a mic working here to see if he can get back in with the party. Chevy's leaving and joining. Man, I mean, it just seems like a bunch of connection issues right now. I don't exactly know what they're gonna do about it. I mean, they don't really have a policy in place that I'm aware of, at least. Okay, here we go. Looks like they're back to racing now, but oh my! That was a big contact there between the 62 and the 29. 29 is going to slide a ton back after sliding all the way up the track like that. He slid way up, and that's going to leave him with next to no traction to try and hold any sort of competitive edge. But it does appear like the 62 is going to be able to hold on to his spot as the race leader here. And despite the potential party issues, let me actually check, 'cause I can actually check without unmuting anyone to see. Yeah, okay, yeah, there are party issues. Next to no one can actually hear anyone here. I am going to remove myself from the party, see if that helps them out at all. I won't have any clue if it helps or not, but I'm gonna try and hope that just me leaving and not having the party now at max 16 will help. But here we go, 3 wide though for that race lead, and that 62 kind of stuck in that sucker hole, gets down to the inside on that 80 with that 86 rather than battling with them 3 wide. And I was gonna try and help the 86 stay ahead of that 29, but that 29 and 28 are working together on that top side real well, along with that 70 there of Katsu. And to be honest, out of the drivers that competed in the All-Star race, I don't think very many of them, at least not of the guys that had outstanding finishes, are even still left in this one. I mean, Sky Hot Wheels was the runner-up in the All-Star race standings, but he actually got but he ended up out of the race very early on. Expert, who won the All-Star race with a win and a second place finish in the 2 features 1 week ago. He didn't even start the race due to, I'm assuming, being busy. But he will only have a waiver granting him automatic invite into one of the races. It won't guarantee him into both of the chase formats as the 24 gets forced down below the WL line. What is the 24 gonna do with it? Let's see. He's gonna drop way back, actually, it looks like. Chevet's out of the party and very frustrated about that. He is also now out of the race as the 24 really gets crammed in there. I thought he was about to get spun out almost down there, but right now, though, we got those 2 pink and lime green cars up here at the front. Still don't know what the choice behind the pink and lime green was for those 2. I can kind of get behind the pink and dark green a little bit more, but Sorry, one sec. We're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on with Chevy, because Chevy is out of the race. We know that much. After the communication issue. So right now, we don't know necessarily who can or can't communicate with who at this point. But I have a feeling that almost no one actually can communicate with the. So, right now, though, they're just trying, it looks like, to just force their way through here. They've got so many pink cars up here, or pink trucks, I mean, up here right towards the end. Man. This one, though, it looks like, though, it's probably going to be a stranglehold here for the remainder of this race. I mean, no one seems to really be able to get much of a run right now on this front five. And even the 88 keeps poking out to see if he can go, but just no one behind the 88 will even go with him to help him get up there. And to be honest, I don't think anyone except for the 86 wants the 88 to go with him, because if the 88 goes up to that outside, I guarantee you his two teammates in front of him will go up to the outside to try and help pull him around, and that'll leave the inside lane wide open for that 86 to just motor on by these other two lime green and pink trucks that he keeps trying to get by. And it looks like that is a Gatorade, a Nationwide. I don't even know what the other trucks or cars are, trucks. I had it right the first time, trucks. I don't know what the other truck schemes are about. But yeah, right now though, definitely. Let me actually go and get that stream clip for him real quick, since we got a bit of time here. If I can even find where the timestamp is, where Chevy on the stage. Oh, and they've actually, while I was working on trying to get a stream clip for Chevy, the three pink and green trucks have all gotten to the front, and those three trucks are up there. So here's the highlight. Get the player time. And just name it clip 1. Clip won't be public. It's just going to be private for him. But let's see, because they're saying that Chevy went below the line to complete the pass for his stage win. That he got. Let's see. I'm looking at that right now, and not necessarily right now at the battle for lead, because the battle for lead is pretty much going to be single file for until like 5 to go, pretty much. But yeah. Getting the stream clip though right now for him. Hopefully we can get this figured out, because I definitely don't think he did anything wrong. I see he gets shoved down below the line and backs off. And then he goes and gets below the line there. I guess that's where you can maybe make a case. I don't know. I'm just trying to get the clip right now, but yeah, there we go. I've got the clip. Unlisted, and we have got trucks coming into pit road, it looks like. Don't know if that's a yellow flag or not. No, a yellow flag pit stop or not, so. Stops or those green flag pit stops, just everybody came at once. It's like just everybody came at once for a green flag pit stop cycle. But right now, these guys, they are a little bit shuffled up, but the front two are pretty much unchanged here. So there we go. I've got the clip now for him. So I just want to send that clip. That'll probably that probably won't ever go public, just because it's not really that interesting a clip. It's just kind of the stage finish. Oh, Lions is still in the race. He needs an invite to the party. I'm not even in the party. Yeah, I'm not even in the party, so I can't even get him an invite. So we know for sure Lions cannot communicate currently with any of the other drivers out here on track. That one is fairly unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is. They'll try and get this one going. Okay, so it looks like Lions has decided to call it quits for the night. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he has decided to just throw in the towel because of the connection issues. Yeah, the connection issues, they are a pain. I just wish that either Microsoft would figure out what they can do to try and make the parties more reliable, or people would be more willing to try a different chat alternative to the Xbox party system to try and not have it be as bad. Not saying that there's only one option. I know Discord's one that a lot of people would normally be the first one people suggest, but I'm sure there are other options available for a voice chat where they don't necessarily need to be in a party and have the party working. But yeah. But yeah, right now though, these front two, they're absolutely just wheeling it around here. Keystone guy there in the in the third spot, number 13 Valvoline car with Katsu actually on his outside, or was on his outside there for a bit at least, as he kind of gets shoved down below that line. Now though, it looks like it's not really gonna, like there really isn't gonna be much. It's just kind of the teammate game right now up front for these for the Nationwide and Gatorade pink and green cars. Yeah, they just don't have much for options right now. I mean, the 13 is trying, but I just don't think that it's going to be doable to just pull out a line like that. I think you need to have some sort of... Oh, and the 04 goes spinning down there, and it looks like the 70 will follow suit. And the 04 might even crash onto the pit lane as the yellow flag comes out here with 27 laps to go. So, with 27 to go, let's see. I am confused about what we are going to see here, but let's see. I don't know what we're going to end up seeing here on this restart, but it shouldn't be pretty good. Here we go. Right now, this number 13 Valvoline car on the inside lane. That's going to be Keystone. He's got Kaysen in behind him, along with Game Mastermind, some of the better drivers to recently join this series. So I think they probably could have contended for a win earlier this season, but of course they weren't. They hadn't actually started running races in our group. But here we go. They are all over that inside. Just kind of clipping that inside. What's it called? The inside line. Like kind of the transition between the banking and the apron. But right now, that 39, he's got something that he hasn't had for a long time. Someone on his bumper that is not a teammate and willing to stay in line. The rest of his teammates appear to have gone to the back on this last one, but Looks like, though, once again, we're just kind of getting in this groove, and we're going to run single file for a little bit, as, again, I'm not expecting much for racing until we get to 5 to go, especially with communication issues that we've seen so far tonight already. Now got Chevy. I'm now looking at Chevy's point of view of the incident where he goes below that line. He does put 2 tires below to route JP up the track. I don't know if that's what they're gonna penalize him for. But then beyond that, yeah, he races him straight up to the line and gets the stage win. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of let him know that, because that definitely looks like it might have been. But yeah, right now though, they're starting to form that outside lane. So we could see Maverick actually, or not Maverick, I keep saying Maverick, Keystone. We could see Keystone get up here and take this race lead. And he will take the race lead here early on. Besides, like I don't think putting 2 tires below the line just to route someone up the track, I don't think that's necessarily considered advancing your position below there. Now it looks like that outside lane once again is kind of stalled out, and the inside lane is kind of taking preference with D-Prep running out here in the front of the pack. So D-Prep and J-Prep, they are actually different people. Because I actually checked with them after one of those. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out where they were coming from, but yep, right there. Once again, man, and to be honest, I think this is the best teamwork we've seen this is the first time we've really seen a team strategy played out at one of these restrictor plate tracks. And Yeah, sorry about the subpar commentary here, but we just kind of had this same 1, 2, 3, 4, and normally I'd be talking like pit strategy or something, as we got 8 laps to go here as we're coming through the tri-oval. Let's see how many laps we got left to go. We got about 8 on fuel, it looks like, for most of the leaders, considering where the last pit stop came. And it looks like they're going to be about 8 laps shy, so they aren't going to be able to do it. Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out where they're coming from with this penalty, because taking that stage win away, I mean, it looked pretty clean from my perspective. But yeah, I do not understand the reason for that penalty other than to just find a reason to create some controversy and get some drama going. I do not see a reason for it. I mean, but right now this is like this is gonna be basically the same as the Joe Gibbs Racing 1, 2, 3, 4 that they had going at Daytona, the 2016 Daytona 500 right now, as they are pulling off a great strategy here. Yeah, it'll get really active in the chat as soon as this is over, especially considering guys aren't exactly happy with each other. And they just, the 04 just rooted the 39 out. And he doesn't have a slot on the inside line to get back in. That almost looks like the teammates kind of saying that at 13 to go, like coming to 13 to go is when they're going to start racing each other. I think that's a bit too early to be racing each other, because, I mean, you could still easily have a yellow flag here that sends us... That sends your teammate... Well, he was able to get back to the inside line, but now he's running 4th as opposed to running 1st or 2nd or 3rd. So you don't have the 1, 2, 3 for your team. You're running 1, 2, 4 for that team right now, but... Right. It just looks like it's going to be a case of, okay, what do they pull off here coming down the stretch? Because they've got 12 laps to go in the race. I'm expecting pit stops here in probably about 1 to 2 laps here. So I'm not expecting any this time by, but I think in the next 2 to 3, that's when you're going to really see a lot of guys starting to get a little bit antsy trying to get to that pit lane. And that could be part of why the 39 was so aggressive to get to that inside, was because he knew they were getting ready for pit stops pretty soon. But right now, I mean, this is just going to be, it looks like it's probably just going to be a parade, at least from here to the, until this pit stop happens. You might see the 39 try and get some help from Novice just to try and see if he can get back up there with his teammates, but I don't think you'll see many aggressive moves. especially as I believe they are all going to be coming either this time or next. For the pit stop, I think you're going to just see them try and get hooked up together on pit road rather than trying to pass this 24. And here we go. It looks like the entirety of this front pack, as the 39 just shoves the 29 for no reason. And it looks like some guys might have gotten in there a bit hot, as others looked like they might have played it a bit safe and avoided pit road there. Or not even safe, I mean. Let's see. Okay, so Keystone's pit. But right now, who's going to be the leader off the pit road? It looks like it's going to be Katsu. So Katsu will win, well, not necessarily a race off pit road, but he will have the edge coming off of pit road, and that was the lead pack of cars. So this should be the race lead there for Katsu. And now, as the rest of the field tries to kind of come out of the pits and try and group up, I'd expect those pink and green cars to try and find the rest of their crew really quick. Unless they are under a yellow flag, I'm not really sure. I mean, so weird with some of the teammate games that they're playing. I can definitely see them potentially losing out on a ton of track position if they're trying to like wait for teammates and whatnot. And it looks like one of their teammates got a massive jump on them with the, I believe, 2-tire call. That would have to be pretty much. I mean, I just can't think of what else would give you that kind of gap. Right now, though, these two pink cars are going to be getting hooked up together, but I just don't know if they're going to have the time remaining in the race to try and get up there. As right now, I mean, they are going to be, I think it's probably already going to be only about 8 or 9 laps to go. Of course, yellow flag can bunch them back together at pretty much any point in the race, but man. This has just kind of been a little bit of a, sorry about the kind of the snooze fest of a race that we've kind of had develop here. And I know my broadcast has definitely been nowhere near on point just because of the whole everybody complaining in the chat, just trying to figure out where everybody is coming from on this. I mean, I never really want to be involved in the drama, but if they need to figure it out, so it looks like the race leader is right ahead of Jinx. So it looks like Katsu is actually getting passed here for that race lead. Yep, so Katsu was the race leader. Now Jinx is. So Jinx is your race leader right now. Katsu running second here. So, and they've got a massive lead right now. So these two are probably going to be the two fighting it out. Assuming we don't get a yellow flag here towards the end of this one. I believe that these two are probably going to be your two that battle it out for this race win. And potentially we could even see them get a get physical, because I don't know necessarily how that 70 is on points, but I know that 86 is going to need every point he can get to try and better his playoff position. Yeah, I mean, I do not understand the decision making behind the penalty, but right now, I mean, I think they're just trying to log these final laps. I mean, they're now within 5 laps to go, so unless there is a automatic caution, because there are no because there are no manual cautions from this point on, I think it's probably going to be these two battling it out for your race win. So if you guys are a Katsu fan, make sure you guys are cheering him on in the chat. If you guys are a Jinx fan, make sure you guys cheer him on in the chat. Let's get some excitement here going as we get ready for a probably one-lap decider. Well, not a literal one-lap decider, but on the final lap is when this race is gonna get decided. Because regardless of what you say, at this point you don't wreck. Like, you do not wreck or try and get by this guy super early, because you're just gonna open yourself up to get passed back, and in the end, you can't really afford the to kind of be the one who is a sitting duck. And if you move them out the way to try and pass them, and a caution gets brought out from it, you really can't afford that either. So, I mean, there is no good outcome here for Katsu trying to pass this 86 until the final lap has started. As they take 3 to go in the race, I'm expecting it's probably going to be 2 more parade laps and then a battle here on the final lap. And I could definitely see this being a race that gets called early based on the fact that the caution comes out after the start-finish line. Right now it looks like we've got it's just going to be, once again, just kind of another parade lap or so from these guys as they start lap 93 and 94. 2 laps to go, and in all honesty, I just don't know what you can really do if you're that 86. What can you do? I mean, you can block, but I mean, that's about all you can do. And if you get wrecked blocking, because block at your own risk is a thing, I mean, I just do not know what you can actually do here to try and hold this 70 off come the final lap. Because block at your own risk, so if you make too aggressive a block and he turns you, I think that's chalked up to just, that's racing. And to be honest, if you're Katsu, I think you immediately have to go for some move here coming off of 2. I think off of 2 is where Katsu is going to have to make his move if he is going to win this one, as they have already taken the white flag here. So the white flag is out. I just don't know what you can really do if you're Katsu here, because you don't have the help from behind that you would need. Unless you can maybe root him up, as he has 2 tires off the yellow line. Maybe you can squeeze in under there and just try and root him out the way. But it looks like they are going to be a parade lap style finish here, as the 86 is gonna go on. No, the 70 of Katsu made a charge, but is not gonna have enough time. It's coming to the finish, and it will be the 86 winning the race. 86 winner at Talladega here tonight. Massive congrats to Jinx, as he has gotten his win. And man, Katsu, he tried, but just did not have a pusher to help him out there. Katsu made it close, but really in the end, it was down to basically, does Jinx get wrecked trying to block, or does Katsu play it too safe and not push hard enough to try and move him out the way. But yeah, Thank you guys, though, for tuning in for this broadcast of the Misfitz 200 here from Talladega Superspeedway. We'll see you guys tomorrow from Kansas in the National Series, so we will see you guys there in about 1 day's time at 7:30 Eastern. See you guys then. Bye!